All right, folks, I'm just going to run you through the next part of the consultancy report, which is identifying risks with your current business. So that's the section you complete after you've done your business model canvas and your SWOT analysis. What I'm going to show you is the Canvas resources for that, but also some A+ work from a student as well in terms of how they tackled it. So if you go to modules in our Canvas course, and if you scroll down to the Task 2 resources, we've got this section here, Task 2 Consultancy Report, how to write your assignment. And there's a section called Section 2 Risks in the Current Model. So if I open that up, this is actually a really handy page for you to understand how to write this. There's an example there for a golf club, which is fine, but we've actually got the breakdown of how this was actually done. So it's a bit of a sort of 5-point structure for how to do this. The first two you can see are actually related to tasks you've already done. So if we look at those, the first question is, which areas of the business model canvas did you identify as the most problematic, and explain why you feel this is the case? And then how do these relate to weaknesses or threats identified in the SWOT? All right, so I'm going to flick over to a student's website and have a look at how they tackled that, just so you can see it work out in reality. So this is Anya's website from last year. The business is called Pause at Prospect, so it's a local vet clinic. And this is the executive summary, description of business sort of stuff that you've already done. But we can see here on Anya's page that she actually has a copy of the business model canvas here with the 9 areas. There's no revenue or costing at the bottom, but we do have key partners, key activities, key resources, customer segments, value proposition, revenue, cost structure, customer relationships, and channels. And then if we look at the next little section, we've got the SWOT analysis here on the right-hand side too. So strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, which is fine. Now, if we scroll down a little bit further, this is the risk and opportunities section. So we can see in Anya's case, what we have is a direct reference in the first line to the business model canvas. So what this student has said is, as identified in the business model canvas, a major risk for Pause at Prospect is its limited range of channels to reach customers directly. Aside from direct contact with the clinic, the business has a minimal social media presence restricted to just one platform. So we've got to point to the channels section of the business model canvas. And if I scroll back up to the business model canvas, we can see it here. So the channels section is this pink section here. And we're looking at the current channels being online booking, emails, marketing or advertising, and then a tiny bit of social media, but not very much. So essentially what Anya's saying is that's a weakness that the business model canvas suggested might need some attention. So we're just restricted to one platform. Then what Anya's done, if we go back to the task, we've covered this first section of the task pretty well, but then we've got to go to the SWOT analysis and connect the SWOT to what we saw in the business model canvas. So if we go to the SWOT, so jumping back to Anya's, what she said is, additionally, the SWOT analysis highlighted that although the comprehensive services afforded by clinic premises, sorry, I just lost that. I'll go back. Additionally, the SWOT analysis highlighted that although the comprehensive services afforded by clinic premises are a major strength, its distant location from Adelaide CBD and the lack of other chain practices pose significant weaknesses. So this is about it being restricted in terms of its location. So Anya's actually got another risk identified in the SWOT too. So that's covering off our second bit. So this relates to this idea of promotion and access and people not being able to get to the clinic or even learn about it is actually a problem. Okay, so that's fine. But then what do we do? Well, now we've actually got to jump into generating some data around this. For example, a survey stated that 93% of potential customers do not see veterinary clinics advertised on social media. So that's a bit of data that Anya's generated through a survey. How would she have done that? Well, she's probably done it this way. So this is a Google form. We've probably got a few questions, but this is probably the question that she asked. Where do you usually see vet clinic services advertised? And we've got a few things. So storefront advertising, social media, word of mouth, or web search. So this is just a quick survey just to ask, okay, when you go into a vet, how do you know about it? And obviously from Anya's results, very few people are picking this option, the social media option. They're actually saying, no, that's not the way I access my vet clinic. So this is how you write out your risks. It's essentially sort of gathering your data together using the business model canvas first to identify an area of the BMC that you think is weak, then connecting that to some information from the SWOT analysis. So there are some strengths, but there's also some weaknesses in there, and then bringing some data of your own in to give some context. So in this case, Anya's chosen a survey. You could also choose a secondary source if you wanted, but basically what you've done is you've given a really good comprehensive overview of the weakness or the risk that the business has to deal with, so that we can then talk about how you actually do that. Okay, so if we go back to the task sheet, we ask this: what changes should the business be considering in order to counteract these weaknesses? What will each change hopefully achieve? So Anya's answered this question by saying this: as such, it's recommended that Pause at Prospect use the online AI advertising tool Buffer, which will help efficiently grow brand awareness on social media by planning and publishing content for necessary channels from one dashboard. So she's got a social media solution. Okay. Later on, we can actually talk about the most analysis later on in terms of reaching more customers, but we haven't done a most analysis yet. This is just a simple illustration of how you propose a solution based on the data that you have from your business model canvas and your SWOT analysis. Okay. In terms of improving the value proposition of the business for its customers, that's an interesting one. Sometimes you can talk about value proposition in terms of simplicity, easy to access. Online bookings make it far faster for customers to actually access the business and make bookings. Sometimes the value proposition can be about, a higher cost service or a higher quality product. But in essence, that's a good way to finish. So, what does the customer get out of actually correcting this weakness and turning it into a strength? So that's the way this discussion is meant to happen. Don't forget the basic sort of structure of this, though. We've got to talk about the BMC. We've got to talk about weaknesses or threats in the SWOT. We've got to talk about the business intelligence you have, which is relevant to these things that you've identified. And then we've got to talk about changes and how that improves the customer experience of the business. Now, we really only need to do this a couple of times. If we look at Anya's section here, we actually have a couple of opportunities and a couple of threats, and that's it. Okay, so it's a bit of a sort of 4-paragraph section, and it is actually a major component of this task. We're actually looking at, once you've done this, you are very much on the way to being finished. We can see an infographic on the right-hand side, which we'll talk about in term 2. That's just a way of sort of capturing some key data so you have that visual on your website. But after you've done that, it's really just about our opportunities for growth, and that's it. Okay, so have a go at this. I think it's probably important to just sort of reduce your business model canvas and SWOT down to those key risks and opportunities that you see, and then we'll start to write this up in that formal manner. So don't forget, just back on the Canvas page, where you find this information is in modules. I'll probably put a link in this announcement so you can see it. It's in Assessment Type 1, Task 2, Transforming Business, and it's Risks in the Current Model, How to Write This section. Okay, hopefully you found the video useful. I'll see you in class very soon.